types of preference shares: convertible, non-convertible, participative, non-participative, redeemable, irredeemable, and cumulative, non-cumulative. But when it's come to calculating the cost of preference capital, only two types of preference shares you need to remember. One is irredeemable and second one is redeemable shares. Okay. Here the formula for irredeemable preference shares is KP is equal to DP divided by NP. This formula is applicable all the preference shares except the redeemable preference shares. Again I repeat, वो कोई भी preference shares हो, whether it is a participative, non-participative, whether it is cumulative, non-cumulative, whether it is convertible or non-convertible, or whether it is irredeemable. For these seven types of preference shares, the single formula is applicable for all the practical questions. Are we clear? Okay, except the redeemable preference shares, for all other types of preferences, this formula is applicable, and already we have done the first practical question with the help of this formula and including three different parameters at a par, at a premium, and at a discount. Now, open your book and write down the next title. Okay, and the next title is all about cost of redeemable preferences. Cost of redeemable preferences. First of all, we need to understand the clear concept about the redeemable preferences. Here, redeemable preferences means those type of preferences which are issued, okay, for a particular period. After completing that particular period, the company itself buy back the or itself purchase the documents, shares from the market itself. Let's take an example to understand this redeemable preferences. Okay. See, right now you are in the third semester, okay? And suppose out of all of you, one student come to me and say that, sir, I require 2 lakh rupees. I want to start my business. Okay? आप में से कोई एक आया मुझे बोला कि सर I required 2 lakh rupees. I want to start my business. And as my business ran, and then up to within 2 or 3 years, okay, suppose you said, sir, I required for 2 months, 2 years, okay. Suppose Nishit come to me, he said, sir, I required 2 lakh rupees for next 2 years. I want to start my business. Are we clear up to this? उसको 2 lakh rupees चाहिए 2 years के लिए. Now I given 2 lakh rupees to Nishit. Okay, after completing the 2 years, because Nishit said specifically that I required for only 2 years. After completing that particular 2 years, Nishit come to me and said, sir, this is your 2 lakh rupees that you have given me at a time whenever I required after completing 2 years. And with this, I'm not demanding or I'm not asking Nishit for paying any more amount to you, more amount to me, okay? But Nishit had said or paid me some additional amount. Suppose he has paid me additional 20,000 rupees. So I have given 2 lakh rupees to him, but he has paid me 2 lakh and 20,000 rupees. So are we clear about this two value, 2 lakh and 2 lakh 20,000? एक अमाउंट जो मैंने निशित को दी थी, एक अमाउंट है जो निशित ने मुझे दी है आफ्टर 2 years. Now the same funda is applicable here in terms of redeemable preferences. Okay, so when company required money, now Nishit means company. When company required money, company go for IPOs and other issues or other forms for getting the money. So at a time, whatever the price is there, okay, that price is known as issue price. In this our case, 2 lakh rupees. So this 2 lakh is considered as issue price. It is considered as NP, net profit, after existing premium, discount, or issue expenses. And number two, now company required this amount for suppose 5 years. So after the 5 years, what will happen? The reverse process. Company itself purchase the shares from the market and redeem the shares. So here 2,20,000 वो क्या था? जो कंपनी यानी कि निशित आपको रिटर्न कर रहा है वो वैल्यू, जो निशित मुझे रिटर्न कर रहा है. मैं क्या हूं? इन्वेस्टर. मैंने इन्वेस्टमेंट पहले किया था, अब निशित मुझे वापस कर रहा है. So this 2,20,000 is considered as redeemable value. Are we clear about the issue price and the redeemable value? Issue value or redeemable value? Redeemable value means value of shares at a time of redemption. Simple. Okay, सबको समझ में आ गया? Redeemable value means value of a share at a time of redemption. Now, look at the formula. KP is equal to KP, cost of preference shares, is equal to DP plus DP means dividend on a preference shares plus in a bracket P means present value. In sum of book you will find RP. So whether it is RP or whether it is RP like this, redeemable value RV, in sum of book you will find RV or RP or only P. This all are represent the value at the time of reduction, whether it is RV, RP or P only. Are we clear? P का मतलब क्या होता है? यहाँ पे जिस वैल्यू पे शेयर्स रिडीम हो, माइनस NP, NP you know, net proceed, divided by N stand for number of years, N stand for number of years in a entire upon P plus NP divided by 2. It means the average price, redeemable value plus issue value divided by 2. So write down the formula and then after we go for a practical question. Done? Okay. Now read the question carefully. Okay. But before reading the question, let me write the formula. Here KP is equal to DP plus in a bracket RV minus NP upon N and entirely divided by RV plus NP upon 2. So for solving this practical question, we required value of DP, okay, value of RV, value of NP, and value of N. We required these 4 values. Now I am reading the question, and while reading the question, we will try to find out these 4 values. ABC Limited issues 20,000 8% preference shares of rupees 100 each. Can you tell me here 8% preferences means what? The rate of dividend is 8%. If I say 8% loan, it means interest will be paid on loan is 8%. So here the percentage before that particular capital represent the rate of that capital, whether it is rate of interest or whether it is rate of dividend. So here DP means 8% and 8% of 100 means rupees 8. Moving ahead, issued at a 100 each, redeemable after 8 years. Redeemable after 8 years. So can you tell me the time period? How many number of years are there? So n is equal to 8. Moving ahead. Redeemable after 8 years at a premium of 10%. Redeemable after 8 years at a premium of 10%. Now just reminder or remember the case of Nishit and Mike. Okay, whenever I have given a money, at a time only 2 lakh rupees are there, but when Nishit comes to me and he paid me some amount, he has paid with some additional amount. So here this 10% is all about redeemable premium. It is a redeemable premium because it will pay to shareholders at a time of deduction. So RV is equal to 100 plus 10 is equal to 110. Are we clear? RV is clear? Redeemable value is clear? After 8 years at a premium of 10%, मतलब कि 8 years तक कंपनी ये जो भी प्रेफरेंस शेयर्स इश्यू किए हैं उसको यूज करेगा उसका मनी, उसके बाद 8 years जैसे ही कंप्लीट होगी वो अमाउंट रिटर्न कर देगा और रिटर्न करने के साथ वो 10% एडिशनल प्रीमियम भी देगा. Now last one, the cost of issue is ₹2 per share. एक शेयर इश्यू करने की कॉस्ट 2 rupees. So specifically Neville and all the other students here NPC at a time of issue, here company issue is 20,000 shares at a rupees 100. At a time of issue, is there any information about the premium or discount? See the first line, because always we have first line about the issue. So in a first line, nothing is given to you, whether it is issued at a premium or whether it is issued at a discount. So generally, when nothing is given about the discount on premium, it is assumed that it is issued at a par value. Here par value, face value remains same. 100 minus issue expenses 2 is equal to 98. Are we clear about this one? Okay, now your calculation is so easy. Just put the values in the formula. DP is equal to 8% 8 plus in a bracket RV 110 minus NP 98 divided by n number of years 8 entirely divided by in a bracket RV 110 plus 98 divided by or upon 2. So 8 plus in a bracket 110 minus 98 12 upon 8 divided by 208 upon 2. So 8 plus 12 divided by 8. 12 divided by 8. How many? $1.5, very good. And 208 divided by 2. 104. So 1.5 upon 104. So 8 plus 0.0144, and the final answer is 8.10144.
Sir, hello, sir.
Yes, Neville, my dear.
Sir, don't we have to add a premium on NP?
Sorry.
प्रीमियम हमें ऐड नहीं करना पड़ेगा एनपी में 10%?
See, this premium is at about redeemable after redemption. Okay, at time of redemption, my dear.
Okay, sir.
Okay, this premium is not about the issue premium. It is a redeemable issue. Sorry, what do we call? Uh, Redeem premium. The proper word or technical word is redeem premium.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so are we clear about this, everyone? Okay, let me take one more practical question so we can get a clear idea about the practical aspect. Okay, now I am not going to read this question. You need to read this entire question. I am writing the formula and I will ask the values to you. Here we are calculating cost of preference capital. So KP is equal to DP plus in a bracket RV minus NP upon N entirely divided by RV plus NP upon 2. Now your turn. Read the entire slide, the practical question. Done? Okay. Now, can you tell me the DP? I request all of you, whatever the answer you have, please try to unmute yourself. If you are comfortable, please unmute. So I can save my time, because whenever you are writing something in the chat box, I need to come to this tape. Again, I need to go to the step of Google Sheet. So it's more comfortable for me if you are unmuting yourself. So here dividend is 8 rupees. Okay. RV, redeemable value. See the second line, redeemable after 8 years at a par. रिडीमेबल आफ्टर 8 years. यहाँ पे देखना कि जो भी यहाँ पे जो वैल्यू होती है, दैट इज अवर रिडीमेबल वैल्यू. तो हियर एट अ पार, रिडक्शन एट अ पार, मतलब कि निश्चित मेरे से जो पैसे ले गया था उतने ही पैसे मुझे वापस करने वाला. नो एडिशन, नो डिडक्शन, same amount. So here we are assuming that the issue price is, or a face value is 100, so redeemable value is again 100. Are we clear? समझ में आया? Okay, good. NP, can you tell me the NP? Neville, you must try. See here, 8% preference says it of rupees 100 at a premium of 5%. No, my dear. Your company have some premium. See here, premium of 5%. So plus 5 minus 2. Your answer will be 103. Good. And last one, n is equal to how many years? 8 years. Okay, I again repeat this one because somehow, sometimes it creates the confusion in your mind. See, if this type of practical question is there, see here, redeemable after 8 years at a premium of 10%. तो ये लाइन होगी, ओके, redeemable after number of years at a premium of 10%. So this will added in RV. RV means redeemable value. But if this type of line is there, that ABC issues 20,000 8% preference shares, each of 100 at a premium of 5%, it means it this 5% will be added in NP. अगर मैं एक लाइन में कहूं तो अगर इश्यू के टाइम पे कोई प्रीमियम है तो एनपी में ऐड होगा, अगर रिडीमेबल और रिडेम्पशन के टाइम कोई प्रीमियम या डिस्काउंट है तो वो आरवी में प्लस होगा या माइनस होगा। आर वी क्लियर? दोनों कंडीशन क्लियर है? अगर यहाँ पे है, देखो यहाँ पे क्या है, रिडीमेबल आफ्टर 8 years एट अ पार, अगर मैं यहाँ पे कर दूं कि एट अ प्रीमियम ऑफ 10%, सो हम आरवी में भी वो 10% ऐड करेंगे। प्लीज याद रखना, ऐसे ही क्वेश्चन आएंगे प्रैक्टिकल एग्जामिनेशन, सॉरी मिड एग्जामिनेशन में, फाइनल एग्जामिनेशन is most important for all of you because we have all the examinations as of now, okay, I'm not promising you, but as of now we have planned your examination in offline mode, and when we have examination in offline mode we have this type of practical questions. Okay, so now put the values. dp is equal to 8 in a bracket rv is 100 minus np 103 upon n. N means number of years entirely divided by rb 100 plus 103 upon 2. So 8 plus in a bracket minus 3 divide 8 and entirely divided by 203 upon 2. 8 plus 3 upon 8. How many? 3 upon 8. It's 0.375, and this is again divided by 203 upon 2, 101.5. Now do the division first. 0.375 upon 101.5. So 8 plus 0.0036. And the answer is 0.0036. 8.0036. Final answer. So are we clear about the second one? If I ask the same type of practical questions in your mid examinations, are you able to do? Okay, good. So with this our cost of preferences or preference capital is over. Okay, again I repeat, only two types of preferences we need to remember while doing the calculation of cost of preference capital. One is irredeemable, KP is equal to DP divided by NP, and second one is redeemable preferences, KP is equal to DP plus in a bracket RP RV minus NP divided by n or entirely divided by RV plus NP divided by 2. This is all about the cost of preference capital. Please remember this formula. This formula will come again in a practical aspect of debt capital. Okay. So now write down the main title. Title number 3, cost of debt capital. Cost of debt capital. Before going for a further discussion about the cost of debt capital, just we need to understand one most important part here. Okay. I have one question for all of you. In terms of return, equity shares are getting what? What company is paying generally to equity shareholders? Okay, dividend. What about preference shares? What about preferences? They are also getting the dividend. Okay, both are getting the dividends, whether it is equity or whether it is preference. Now, from where we are generating this dividend? ये dividend आता कहाँ से? Yes, very good. Good. Only profit or some specific profit is there? Technically, we called something different. Yes, profit is right answer. You are 100% right. But see, first we prepare the profit and loss account. We calculate the net profit. Out of that net profit, we will pay the tax. Okay? अब टैक्स पे करने के बाद जो भी प्रॉफिट मिलेगा, प्रॉफिट आफ्टर टैक्स, profit after tax, shortly it is known as PAT. Shortly it is known as PAT. Profit after tax is the source for distributing the dividend among the shareholders. So I can say that dividend is a part of profit. आप मेरी बात को समझ रहे हो? I'm right? I do agree with me. The dividend is part of profit. जो हम प्रॉफिट में से पे कर रहे हैं वो प्रॉफिट का एक पार्ट है. एंड बिफोर पेइंग द डिविडेंड ऑलरेडी वी हैव पेड द टैक्स. हमने टैक्स पे कर दिया, उसके बाद जो प्रॉफिट बचा उस प्रॉफिट में से हम डिविडेंड डिक्लेयर कर रहे हैं, हम यानी कि कंपनीज. नाउ कम टू द सेकंड एस्पेक्ट. नाउ आवर टाइटल इज cost of debt. Here cost of debt means it's consider or it includes the debenture, bonds, a loan from banks, loan from private sector banks, a loan from financial institutes, and some of borrowings from the investment companies. So अगर हम किसी भी थर्ड पार्टी से कुछ भी उधार लेते हैं, then it is considered as debt. Now let's take in one example. Suppose company has taken a loan of rupees 5 lakh. Of rupees 5 lakh loan is there that company has taken from a bank, and bank is charging a 10% interest on that particular loan. So here 10% means 50,000 rupees. So can you tell me the treatment of this 50,000 rupees interest on loan, where we are writing, how we are treating it? Interest on a loan, it will be considered or it is considered as expense, operation expense for the company. And where we are recording, where we are writing, okay, on a debit side of profit and loss account we are writing the interest on loan, and on a liability side we are writing the loan amount. I'm right? लोन हम लाइबिलिटी में दिखाते हैं और जो भी इंटरेस्ट होता है उसको हम एज अ एक्सपेंस कंसीडर करते हैं, बिजनेस एक्सपेंस, ऑपरेशन एक्सपेंस, एंड वी आर डेबिटिंग इट टू अ प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस अकाउंट. नाउ सी, We have debited this interest on a debit side of profit and loss account, but before the paying the tax. If you remember the sequence of profit and loss account on the debit side, we write all the expenses, and after deducting all the expenses from the total income of the company, we will get the net profit, and after the net profit, we are deducting the tax amount, then we find the profit after tax. So now the conclusion is that dividend is paid out of profit, and on a profit, company already paid the tax to the government. So there is no any more requirement to charge the tax from the dividend or from the shareholders. But in case of debt capital, this is charged to profit and loss account before paying the tax. So while calculating the cost of debt capital, we need to consider the tax aspect also. बात समझ में आई सबको? ओके, शॉर्ट एंड सिंपल, हम डेप्ट कैपिटल में टैक्स प्रपोर्शन को, जो भी टैक्स का अमाउंट है उसको अप्लाई करेंगे, क्योंकि वो हमारा एक्सपेंस है, उस पर हमने अभी तक टैक्स पे किया नहीं है. डिविडेंड पे हम अप्लाई नहीं करते, क्योंकि डिविडेंड पार्ट ऑफ प्रॉफिट है, और प्रॉफिट जब भी हमने कमाया था उस पर हमने टैक्स पे किया था. टैक्स पे करने के बाद जो प्रॉफिट बचा उसी पे हम डिविडेंड, और उसी में से हम डिविडेंड डिक्लेयर करते हैं. So this is the concept, okay? And now we go for a practical questions. And the simple questions here, for this we does not have any more practical questions, but just for understanding purpose we have practical question. But ये questions आपको examination में नहीं आने की possibilities बहुत कम. Write down the title: debt issued at a par. If the debt capital issued at a par. KD stand for cost of debt capital, is equal to R, rate of interest, in a bracket 1 minus T, or 1 minus T into R. R means rate of interest and T means tax rate. To understand this, quickly I am sharing the practical question. Here KD is equal to R in a bracket 1 minus T bracket rho. A Limited issues rupees 10 lakh 8% debentures at a par. The tax rate applicable to company is 50%. Calculate the cost of debt capital. Here, see how many percent debentures are there? How many percent debentures? 8%. Okay. So here R is equal to 8%. Can you tell me the tax rate? P is equal to 50%. Right? Now put these values: 8 upon 100 in a bracket 1 minus T. T means 50 upon 100. So 0.08 into in a bracket 1 minus 0.5. Ultimately 0.08 into 0.5. Can you tell me the final answer? .04 will be the final answer. Are we clear about this? बहुत ही सिंपल है. ओके, जो भी रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट है उसको मल्टीप्लाई करना है 1 माइनस टी, टी यानी कि टैक्स. नाउ द नेक्स्ट इज if the debt is issued at a premium or at a discount. Write down the next title: if the debt capital is issued at a premium or at a discount. Now just look at the formula. KD is equal to I divided by NP in a bracket 1 minus T. If you remember the formula of cost of equity capital as per the dividend approach or cost of preference capital, irredeemable specifically, you will find the same formula. In a KE is equal to D divided by NP. In KP, TP upon NP. So it means NP remains same for all the calculations. Here we have debt. So in a debt, we have interest instead of dividend. Instead of dividend, what we have? Interest. So we will replace the D with I. Are we clear? Write down the formula. Formula done. Okay. Let me share one practical question to clear this formula. Your KD is equal to I upon NP into 1 minus T. Okay, now read the question. Can you tell me the value of I? Value of I? Just read the first line, you will get the idea. No, no, Jenny. I stand for interest rate. B Limited issues 1 lakh 8% debentures. Here 8% debentures means the rate of interest is 8%. Please remember, अगर कोई लोन हो, अगर कोई प्रेफरेंस शेयर्स हो, डिबेंचर्स हो, बॉन्ड्स हो, कि उससे पहले जो परसेंटेज होंगे वही परसेंटेज उसके रेट होंगे, वेदर इट इज डिविडेंड रेट और वेदर इट इज इंटरेस्ट रेट और वेदर इट इज इंटरेस्ट रेट इन केस ऑफ बॉन्ड्स. सो जो भी नाम लिखा है उससे पहले जो परसेंटेज है दैट इज द particular rate of that particular security. Now issued at a premium of 10% and tax rate applicable is 60%. Again, I tell you that the 60% is hypothetical figure. In the real world, in a practical world, the maximum tax rate is 30% and 4-5% is this. So maximum 35% tax rate is there, but it is only for a calculation purpose. So here tax rate T is equal to 60%. And we need to find NP. So NP is equal to face value. See here, face value is not given to you clearly. But as I told you that in case of any security, generally we have a face value of 100, whether it is preference shares, whether it is debenture, whether it is equity shares. 100 plus premium of 10%, no issue expenses are there, so is equal to 110. Are we clear about this three value? समझ में आ गई I, T and NP? Okay, now put these values in the formula I. It means 8%, 0.08 divided by 110 into, in a bracket, okay, 1 minus T. T means 0.60. So ultimately 0.08 upon 110 into 0.4. Now give me the final answer. पहले डिवीजन करो, मल्टीप्लिकेशन करो, उससे कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ता. ओके, 0.08 डिवाइड बाय 110 करो या फिर 110 इंटू 0.4 करो, उसके बाद जो भी आंसर है उसको डिवाइड करो, तो भी कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता. क्या आंसर आएगा? 0.0072. आई एम राइट or something else? एक बोल रहा है 0.0029, एक बोल रहा है 0.0072। क्यों ये हो रहा है ऐसा? जीरो पॉइंट जीरो एट। ओके, मैं आपको करके दिखाता हूँ। 0.08 into 0.4 divided by 110. Okay, got it. The final answer is 0.029. I'm right? All of you are getting the same answer? आपने 0.08 इंटू 0.4 किया, उसको डिवाइड किया 110 से, तो भी सही है, या पहले ऐसा किया 0.08 डिवाइड 110 इंटू जो भी आंसर है उसको इसको मल्टीप्लाई किया 0.4 से, तो भी आंसर सेम ही आएगा। Okay, so I hope so this is clear for everyone. Okay, now I have a surprise for all of you. Okay, now I just 1 minute, Jalati. Can you remind me the formula for redeemable preferences? Redeemable preferences, just we have calculated in the first part of the session. KP is equal to DP in a bracket RV minus NP upon N entirely divided by RV plus NP upon 2. ये फॉर्मूला आपको याद है? Yes. So the same formula is applicable here when we have redeemable debentures. Okay? When we have redeemable debentures, the same formula is applicable, but here we need to take care of interest factor. That's why we additionally add 1 minus t in upper side. Everyone, are we clear about this? I don't think so कि यहाँ पे कोई explanation required है कि भाई ये रिडीमेबल डेप्ट क्या है, उस पर हम आर पी, एन पी और एन और टी और के डी मतलब क्या, कुछ भी कैलकुलेशन हम डायरेक्टली करते हैं, कोई भी अदर फॉर्मेलिटीज़ पे नहीं जाते, और ये कैलकुलेशन के बाद हम इस टॉपिक को, कंटेंट को और सेशन को दोनों को कंप्लीट करेंगे. ओके, just we write the first formula so we'll get idea of which values we required. Here we have debentures. Okay, so when we have debentures, the dp is replaced by I plus in a bracket rv minus np upon n, and in a second bracket into 1 minus t. Additionally 1 minus t we need to write, and this entire bracket will be divided by rv plus np upon 2. फॉर्मूला समझ में आ गई सबको, क्या चेंज है? ओके, नाउ ट्राई टू फाइंड द वैल्यूज. नंबर 1, I. See, a company issues 20 lakhs 10% redeemable debentures. Which debentures? Redeemable debentures at a discount of 5%. So here 10% debentures means interest rate is 10%. Okay, now NP is equal to, and the cost of flotation amount to rupees 50,000. इसको थोड़ा हमें समझना होगा. If you are permitting me for more 2 or 3 minutes, I will explain it. Otherwise, we will discuss it in the next class. So if you want to continue, please write 1, or if you want to close this, write 2. 1 or 2. Choice is yours. Okay, Jenny said 2. Okay, 2 say 2 and okay, okay. No worry. I request all of you, please try at your home this one. Okay. In the next class, we will go for this discussion and some of important announcements are there that we will discuss in the next class. Okay. For today, I am ending the sessions with a thank you. Thank you so much for joining and have a nice day. Stay at home, stay safe, and take care. Write your enrollment numbers for attendance purpose, and you are free to leave the class.